I've already taken off. I like pulled that down, removed the bottom of the steering column cover, and I've tried for about an hour just jiggling the key in there, trying to get it to turn. And I've smacked the key with the hammer. I've smacked that part just there with the hammer multiple times, because people say that sometimes works, but nothing. I've smacked it a bunch of times. I don't want to break one of my keys. I only have 2 of them, and they're expensive. And so I'm gonna go with the drill method. Okay, so this is one of the diagrams that I saw in the instructions I was looking at online, and it says to do that little straight line across and put your little dot 3 millimeters down, except 3 millimeters is totally not far enough. You need to go maybe like 8 millimeters down or so, and do like a 3/8 inch drill bit, because I tried going with the 9 millimeter drill bit because they said to use a 10, but mine was way too big and I was a little bit too high. So what happened was I ended up drilling all of my little tumblers out, and it was terrible. I made a big mess. I have a little bucket down here trying to catch all the metal shavings that I can, because I didn't want to make a mess in my car. Alright, so I've got my pilot hole. It was a little bit higher than I wanted it, but whatever. I ended up just taking the pilot hole 30 millimeters in, so 3 centimeters in. Alright, the next size up I think I have is 11/32, so that's what I'm going to go with. It's not quite 10 millimeters, it's more like 9 or so, because this thing is going to take out quite a bit of the thing there. Yeah, it's going to be a pretty big hole. Okay, so here's after drilling out a ton with the 11/32. It looks like crap in there because there's tons of shavings and stuff. Can't really tell what's in there. There were about 3 or 4 times that it stuck, and I had to sort of wiggle it a little bit and then like tap the trigger on the drill sort of get it unstuck and stuff. But now I guess I have to see if I can find the little locking mechanism in here, or that one little piece that you're supposed to pull out now. But I don't really see it. It's supposed to be in here somewhere, so I'm going to pick around with the paper clip and see if I can find it. Okay, so I was sitting there digging around in there trying to get a lot of the like shavings out and stuff, and I couldn't see anything that I could pop out. Nothing was really moving in there except for one of the tumblers was sort of half torn up and moving back and forth. And I was kind of confused. I was wondering, oh, I guess I need to drill out more, but actually no, I didn't. This little guy suddenly kind of went bink and popped. Sorry, my fingers are in the way, but it was like sort of like that, or maybe the other way around. I think it was like this, and he sort of popped up a little bit, and he's down sort of like sitting like this inside the bottom. Let's get the okay, you might be able to see a little bit in there, but there is a little rectangle hole in the bottom, at least bottom at the way I'm looking at it. You should be able to pull it out of there. Alright, well, I'm still able to cram my key in here, surprisingly, even after all the damage I did. I probably did this wrong because my key won't turn still. It'll like turn a little bit, but I think I messed up too many of the tumblers. So I don't think I can pop it out. I don't know, I might have to completely drill the entire thing out. Alright, success. Okay, so originally my steering wheel was like locked and it could only move a couple like degrees back and forth, but I could wiggle the key just a little bit more than normal after, you know, all that drilling and crap. So I was like, hey, what if I can wiggle the steering wheel to get it to work? And sure enough, it turned over whenever I moved the steering wheel, and it unlocked my steering wheel, so now I can move it back and forth. And then you have to push in this little pin that's going to be in that hole right there. It's kind of actually hard to push in with the pin. I was using a little Allen wrench to push it in. My suggestion is to get not so big of a drill bit and just how can I show this? I can't really get it in the light well. You get a smaller drill bit, not one massive like this, and drill a little bit lower than what I did. Because if you drill a little bit lower, you're gonna end up just completely ripping out this little piece. See, I hit it like that. I was a little bit too high. So if you go lower, you're good. That I was off by more than 1/8 of an inch. So you should be able to get a small hole in there and take that whole thing out without even touching your key slot, probably. At least that's my guess.